So, Locksmith, how did you come to be judge of Los Santos?
It was a long, strange journey. Uh, my previous background in the military uh, was where I got my experience there. I'm not. Uh, I'm not certain how my hat got thrown in the ring for nomination of judge, but I was elected just recently, apparently, and I I'm just doing my civic duty, if you will. You know.
Right, and it definitely was a hole that needed to be filled in Los Santos. Do you anticipate judging a lot of cases from here on out?
Well, cases are a lot easier when people just plead guilty. So, I mean, that's more of a sentencing judge. We would have to see how what the city council is looking to do on these matters. If they're going to arrange a sentencing judge, or if they, not that I want to be the hanging judge or anything, but just if they're if there's civic defense and all that, I mean, I could potentially see it. Yeah,
And as we saw in that trial, pleading insanity, that seems like something a lot of people would try. Do you think you're going to have to face that going forward?
well, it depends because I'm guessing that they're going to have a lot harder time getting cleared by the EMS if they happen to shoot an EMS. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they'll have to pick their poison and just as any other time. But if he had, in his particular case, uh, I've I've known about that particular person due to him being with the EMS and with the police department in the past, and I know that he's had some issues, and I did not know that it was a recorded medical condition that he was dealing with, and that was why I personally thought that you know a little bit of medical would do him well.
Uh, yeah, with the background, it certainly seems like he's going to need a lot more help in the future. So we're hoping, I guess, that EMS can maybe pick up the slack on that.
Yeah, we did we put him he was a little resistant initially, but I think in the long term he'll appreciate being able to have somewhere that he can get these things out.
His attempted escape was a surprise. With some of the doors in PD not being able to lock, do you think there's any worry of people on trial trying to escape more often?
I'm not certain of any of those situations. I didn't know a whole bunch about the particular case beforehand. Uh, what I heard in the courtroom is was about what matched with what I was given as far as a report. So that was I did others. I don't know anything about what the condition of the state facility is. I'm not my purview, if you will.
And is there anything that Los Santos should know about you? Anything you'd like them to know?
Uh, Not particularly. Uh, Avid aviationalist, if you will. Other than that, that's about it. I try to keep out of trouble and help out when I can.
My next question is, I know being a judge in Los Santos is new for you, but have you experienced any previous court cases? And if so, what's the strangest thing that's happened during them?
Rap battle. Well,
Rap battle.
the you could probably Yeah, they were strange in some instances. There were some strange occurrences, but it's it's one of those things that happens. I'm not sure what other judges, how they get their positions, and I just deal with what is.
So, Mr. Smith, why don't you let us know what transpired that led to the trial today?
I I'm not really certain. I was not privy to that. I only know the events that transpired after the initial shooting, only involved with the charges that were applied.
Okay. Well, Mr. Locksmith, it has been a pleasure speaking to you. And if you have any follow up information you'd like to pass forth, you have my number.
Thank you very much. Have yourself a good evening.
You too.